Vera was a woman who loved her family very much. She always took care of her husband, Adams, and their children. Every morning, Vera got up early to make breakfast. She cooked tasty meals that made everyone happy. Adams loved her cooking, and the children always said, "Mom, you make the best food in the world." They couldn't stop eating because it tasted so good. Since they got married, Vera has always been faithful to Adams. Vera's house was filled with the sweet aroma of her cooking every day. She put love into every dish she prepared, and it showed in the smiles and happy bellies of her husband and children. Adams loved coming home to Vera's cooking, and it was clear that the love and care she put into her meals were also poured into her relationship with her family. Vera was faithful and true to her husband, never once straying or seeking another man's attention. She was the perfect wife and mother, always attentive to her family's needs, putting them first before anything else. Vera's home was always clean and welcoming. She worked hard to keep everything in order. She washed the clothes, cleaned the house, and ensured everything was in place. Even though it was a lot of work, Vera never complained. She felt proud to take care of her family. Vera had 2 children, a boy named Harry and a girl named Beatrice. After school, she helps them with their homework. Harry is 10 years old and loves playing soccer. Vera watches Harry play in the yard with his friends on some Saturday afternoons. She cheers for him and encourages him to do his best. Beatrice is 8 years old and loves drawing and painting. Vera always praises Beatrice's artwork and hangs her drawings on the walls. Vera is a good housewife. She does all these things without complaining. Since she married Adams, she has never had a housemaid. She does all the housework herself. She never gets tired of doing chores. Her children now help her with some tasks, but she does the major work. She loves her family very much. Dinner time was a special moment for the family. Vera lovingly prepared a feast that everyone enjoyed, and they gathered around the table, sharing laughs and stories from their day. Vera cherished these moments, as they brought her family closer together, making her heart swell with pride and happiness. Adams never missed an opportunity to express his gratitude for his wife. "Vera, you are the heart of this family," he would say with love in his voice. "We are so blessed to have you in our lives." Vera's smile would shine like the sun, warmed by the love and appreciation from her family. Adams worked hard too. He had a job in the city and often came home tired. But Vera always welcomed him with a smile. She would bring him a glass of cold water and ask about his day. They would sit and talk, sharing their thoughts and dreams. Vera felt happy and secure in her marriage. She believed they would always be together. On some weekends, Vera and her family would go to the park. They enjoyed picnics under the big, shady trees. Harry played soccer, Beatrice painted pictures of the flowers, and Vera and Adams would sit and watch, holding hands and feeling content. They laughed and enjoyed each other's company. These moments were precious to Vera. Vera's neighbors admired her. They saw how well she took care of her family and how much love she gave them. One neighbor said, "Vera, you are an amazing woman. Your family is very lucky to have you." Vera would smile and feel proud, but she always said, "I do it because I love them. They are my life. And I know they love me too and will also do the same." Vera's world was centered around her family, and she was happy with the simple life she had created. Every day, she poured her heart into her role as a wife and mother, ensuring that her husband and children felt loved and cherished. Her love was the foundation of their lives, holding them together like a warm embrace on a cold winter night. Every night before bed, Vera would tuck her children in and read them a story. Harry and Beatrice loved this time with their mother. Her soothing voice made them feel safe and loved. After the children were asleep, she would go to bed too. She felt blessed and happy. On several occasions, Vera would hear rumors spreading that Adams, her husband, was a womanizer. But she trusted her man, a relationship that they built over several years. She believed that nothing could make Adams cheat. Adams provides everything the family wants. We have never lacked anything. What can ever make him cheat, she thought, but she immediately dismissed the thought, saying, "My darling husband is a faithful man," but as the rumors kept becoming serious, she decided to ask her husband about it. One day Vera confronted Adams about this, but he denied it, and would say, "You know that is not possible. I can never do such. I love you, that is all that matters." And she would believe it because she sees her husband as a good man, who will leave his workplace and rush back home. He does not even have time to womanize. Whenever he is not at work, he is with me and the kids in the house. She believes that those people that rumors about her husband want to scatter her lovely family, so she never pays attention to them. One day, Vera went to a salon a mile away from her home to get her hair done. While she was there, her husband Adams drove past the salon. The ladies in the salon noticed him and started talking about him, not knowing he was Vera's husband. "Isn't that your man who just passed by?" one lady asked another. "Yes, that's him. But I heard he's married, isn't he?" "I heard so too, but that's not my business. Whether married or not, he is my man. As long as he takes care of me, I give him what he wants, and he gives me what I want. I respect his family, so I don't call him when he's home. We both are mature and handle things maturely." "What if his wife finds out?" the other lady replied. "How can she? Who will tell her?" "You. It's not possible. We play our game well. We are mature individuals and do things maturely. She will never find out. Trust me, I'm up to the task." The two ladies were busy talking aloud and laughing. Unknown to them, the wife, Vera, is sitting close to them. When Vera started hearing the conversation, she brought her phone and recorded all their conversations. She was so mad. When she got home, Adams was not back yet. She sat on the chair waiting for him to come back. Tears were rolling through her eyes. "Adams is cheating," she sobbed. "He is cheating. How come he does it so cleanly that I didn't even notice?" The lady at the salon said they do it maturely. "Because I go through his phone. I always see Adams as a 100% faithful man. But I'm wrong. If I was not there, I wouldn't have believed too." Adams walked in and was surprised to see the mood of his wife. "My dear," he said, hanging his hand around her. "Don't touch me," Vera shouted. "You unfaithful man, listen to this voice note." She handed over the record on the phone to Adams. When he heard everything, he was ashamed of himself. "I am so sorry, my dear. I'm so sorry. I know I did wrong. Please forgive me. You were chatting, Adams. What happened to the love we have? What happened to the promises we made on our wedding day? This is not fair." Adams felt bad and begged his wife. He later left and brought in so many gifts and flowers and continued begging. It took weeks before Vera could come back to herself again. Their home, which was sweet and lovely, turned into a quiet place. No more jokes and laughter again. Even the children noticed that something was wrong, but they could tell exactly the problem. For the sake of her kids, Vera decided to be herself again. She started looking after the family again like before. This is a sacrifice she made so that her kids are not affected by whatever is going on between her and their father. But sometimes she wonders if truly Adams has ended the relationship with that lady. Even when Adams swore that he was done. Because she has already started seeing Adams as a liar, it's difficult to believe whatever he says easily. But she told herself that with time, if she sees continuous changes, then we can be so sure to say that. Adams, on the other hand, fears losing his family and stopping seeing his girlfriend. He knows that Vera will come around, it only may take some time. In a few weeks, everything in the house went as normal again. Their laughter and family union came back as it were. Vera has a forgiving mind. Vera decided to forgive him. One sunny afternoon, Vera started feeling unusually tired. She had always been full of energy, but now even the simplest task seemed hard. She thought it might be because of all the work she did at home. Maybe I just need to rest, she told herself. But no matter how much she rested, the tiredness didn't go away. It became worse days later. Vera noticed she had a fever, lost her appetite, and was too weak to do her usual house chores. She felt hot and her body hurt. She also had a cough that wouldn't go away. She took some medicine, but she was not getting better. Her children, Harry and Beatrice, noticed that their mother was not her usual cheerful self. "Mom, are you okay?" Beatrice asked, worried. Vera smiled and said, "I will be fine, my dear. I just need to rest a little." But she knew she wasn't fine. She felt more tired and weaker every day. Adams also noticed that something was wrong. He saw how tired and weak she looked. "Vera, you should go to the hospital and get checked," he said one evening. Vera agreed, even though she was a bit scared. She didn't like going to the hospital, but she knew she needed to find out what was wrong. The next morning, Vera went to the hospital. The doctor asked her many questions about her symptoms and did some tests. Vera sat in the waiting room, feeling anxious. She prayed silently, hoping that everything would be okay. After a while, the doctor called her into his office. He had a serious look on his face. "Vera, we have the results of your test," he said. Vera's heart started beating fast. "You have HIV," the doctor said gently. Vera felt like the ground had been pulled out from under her. She couldn't believe what she was hearing. "HIV? How is that possible?" Vera asked, her voice shaking. She had always been faithful to Adams and never thought something like this could happen to her. The doctor explained that HIV is a virus that can be transmitted through unprotected sex or sharing needles. Vera felt a wave of confusion and fear. "But doctor, I'm a very careful person. I don't even share sharp objects with anyone," she said, starting to sob. The doctor consoled her and gave her some useful advice, but Vera was not listening. She was just crying and sobbing. When Vera got home, she felt numb. She didn't know how to tell Adams. She sat in the living room, staring at the wall, trying to make sense of it all. As the tears streamed down her face, she felt as though she was drowning in a sea of confusion and fear. When Adams came home, he saw that Vera looked very upset. "Vera, what happened at the hospital?" he asked gently. Vera took a deep breath and told him everything. She told him about the test and the doctor's diagnosis. Adams was shocked. "HIV? How could this happen?" he asked. Vera looked at him, tears in her eyes. "I don't know," she said quietly. "I have always been faithful to you. I am so careful in sharing sharp objects because I sterilize them before use." Adams decided to get tested as well. He went to the hospital the next day and did the same test. When he got the results, he found out that he was also HIV positive. He felt a mixture of guilt and fear. He remembered the rumors about him being a womanizer and the time Vera had caught him with another woman. He confronted one of the women he had been with. She admitted that she was an HIV carrier and had not told him about it. "I'm so sorry," she said, but it was too late. The damage had already been done. When he returned home, he sat down with Vera. "I have something to tell you," he said. He explained what had happened and how he had contracted HIV from another woman. Vera listened, her heart breaking with every word. She couldn't believe that Adams had brought this into their home. Vera felt a deep sense of betrayal. She had always trusted her husband and believed in their love. Now, she felt like everything she had believed all through the marriage had been lies. She cried like a baby, feeling a pain she had never felt before. For 3 days, Vera didn't leave the house. She didn't eat or talk to anyone. She felt lost, betrayed, and hopeless. The pain was unbearable. Adams tried to comfort her, but Vera needed time to process everything. She felt angry and hurt, and she didn't know how to move forward. Adam asked Vera for forgiveness. Vera was heartbroken. The discovery of HIV had turned her world upside down, and she didn't know if things would ever be the same again. Vera's heart was shattered. She had always trusted Adams and believed in their marriage. Not after she has forgiven him earlier. Now, she felt like her whole world had collapsed. Her children, Harry and Beatrice, noticed that something was very wrong. They saw their mother crying and not eating. "Mom, are you okay?" Harry asked, his voice full of concern. Vera tried to smile for her children, but it was hard. "I'm just feeling a bit sick, my dear," she said softly. Harry and Beatrice hugged their mother, trying to comfort her. Thank you for watching. The next part coming soon. Please, subscribe and like for more content. Thank you.